Squall reviews a channel for adult collector sand may not be suitable for children under 13 years of age. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey YouTube, welcome back to another Squall Reviews. I'm Squall, and today we're going to be looking at Steam Age's double review of Leap and Steve Train. So these guys I got from TF Source. You guys like this review? Go ahead and head up TF Source, tell them Squall sent you. Alright, and on to the review. So I decided to do a double review since they're pretty much the same figure outside of head sculpt and colors. So we got Steam Age Steve Train and Leap. Leap being their Cliffjumper homage, and Steve Train being their kind of Thomas the Tank Engine homage. So spin the boxes around to the back, you see product shot. I like how the boxes have like this old-timey feel, like even like the film strip reel. But yeah, that's pretty neat. And then the side, underneath you get like a Dr. Wu supervised. Nice little holographic there. All the details, don't eat it, don't give it to kids. You know, we're all adults here. We don't eat our toys, right? Alright, so I'll crack these out of the box and we'll take a look. Alright guys, here we are out of the box, and as you can see, definitely a Thomas the Tank Engine reference. So, these guys did come packaged in robot mode, but I thought it'd be fun to start them off in vehicle mode. That way I can end with all the accessories and all that fun stuff. Alright, so as far as what they come with, you get some cards here. And on the back, if you want to pause that and read that, there's their little bios. Now, one thing I did notice about the card is that Steve Train is shown here with like the same front as Cliffjumper or Leap. But when I open it up, the Thomas face wasn't on, and there was nothing else. The Thomas face was in a little baggie with the other accessories, and I thought, cool, it's an option that it would come with like a face like that, and then if you wanted to, you could have the Thomas the Tank Engine. But when I pulled him out of the plastic case, he was just missing that part altogether, so you only had the Thomas face. I don't know if that's just my copy or if that's just the way it comes. I thought it was going to be just an option, but it looks like it's the only option. You could leave it off. It is just black underneath with two places where it pegs in. But, you know, you kind of do want something here. I would have preferred that it came with this as well, so that you had the option of having the Thomas face, or if you just had the regular front of the train. But it is what it is. And I just realized I forgot to move these lights down. There we go. Comes with a piece of track. Each one comes with a you build it type track. Comes in a little baggie like this. get a whole bunch of these wood beam pieces, and then you get the actual rails. You get straight pieces, 2 curved pieces, one longer, one shorter. That would be the inside track and the outside track. Because underneath you get these little pegs, and those correspond with the little holes on the beams. And you just plug it in. It's a little tight. There we go. And it kind of mushes together. And then as you can see at the end, it's like a half peg. And the idea is that you mush one half in there, and then you mush the other half by the curved piece, just like that. The train wheels will just sit right in there. Takes a while to line up. There we go. And there you go. Size comparison. So, I do have the original Bumblebee version, and that one was Hot Soldier, I believe was the name of the company that originally released these. So that's the Bumblebee one. And for a modern interpretation, there's the Bumblebee from The Worlds Collide. And as you can see, the trains are taller, but just about as long. So there we go. So the weapon can be stored, and they both come with the same weapon. So the Thomas train comes with the weapon like that, and the Cliffjumper one, I put it underneath. You could do either or with the weapon. Either remove the handle, put the pickaxe piece into the back of the hands, they're in the back of the train, or you could just store the whole thing underneath, whichever you choose. I couldn't get the Cliffjumper one separated, so that's why I just did it different. But to start off, either way, you remove the weapon, put that off to the side. Alright, and here's a quick look around. Got some nice black paint here, red stripe, silver accents, silver here. Other than that, a lot of color breakup. Headlights painted, both silver and like a blue in there. Very nice. Cliffjumper. You got red paint, like a black metallic here on those parts. His headlights have like a silver in there. Pretty nice. A lot of detail, a lot of rivets. And you could just pull this weapon out. We'll put it aside. Alright. So to start out, we take the whole cowcatcher section and we untab here from the wheels, and then you just want to fold it forward. You can move these headlights up. It'll give you a little bit more clearance. Underneath, you got these middle sections. Just get flipped around. Alright. Once you do that, the wheels on this whole bar, and that just gets relocated down. And it has like a little peg right there that kind of soft tabs right in there, right into this groove. Alright. Then you detach this part, the legs, from what will be the shoulder pads. And then the legs just come straight down. After that, come back to the bottom here. And you're going to want to move the hands a little bit out. The bottom of the fist just kind of peg right in there. Two little like half circles. Alright, then you take these sections here, and we gotta move them all the way up, like that, and take these tips of it, fold it down. Alright, then you come to the front of the train and just gently pry this apart. There we go. Now that exposes his waist and hips. You can go ahead and fold that up. Just make sure you're keeping everything clearance-wise out of the way. And that will sit like that. And you come around to the back. Let's see, move the arms straight out. And then you're going to push on this. This is the head. It will then pop up right through there. And you could, with your finger in there, you can push it up till it like kind of clips right into place. Alright, once you do that, you can fold these pieces in. These were just on the side here. And then you're going to want to rotate this whole armature around. Like that. This goes up with it. All the way up. Like so. Alright. Do that on the other side. Rotate. And this piece is on a separate little hinge right here. That wasn't the case with the original release. This was part of this, so it just all hinged together. But it does make it a little bit easier, just so you can get parts moved around. Let's see. So you do it until it's pretty much like this. And then you can hinge these out of the way, and the arms are on this little hinge, and that just folds out like so. Doesn't really tab. I mean, there is like a peg there, but there's no hole on this side. So it just kind of lines up. Just like that. Alright. Once you got that done, you can take these pieces and they'll just hinge all the way back. Just like that. Sit on the back, take the top of this flap, hinge it down. Then you can adjust these shoulder pads how you see fit. Bring out the fists. Separate the legs. And there you go. You got Cliffjumper there. Oops, sorry. And then you can adjust the feet a little if you want. There we go. Alright, I'll do this one real quick. We'll take a look. Alright, so we're back. And then, like I was showing you, the weapon plugs into the back of the hands like that. You just take this little handle, and it's kind of super tight just because of the paint, I guess. But you pop it out of that hole, pop it into this hole, and then just straighten out the pickaxe handle. Or like with Cliffjumpers that was already pegged into that, you just straighten out the pickaxe. And you can just take that, put it in his hand, there we go. There we go. Alright, so let's do articulation. So, the head is like on a swivel this way, left to right, and a swivel up and down. You got these shoulder pads are on a hinge that can hinge up so that you can access the ball joint on the shoulder. So full around, obviously you'll hit into that. You got a cut here at the bicep to do a full turnaround. You get a single elbow joint, which gives you about 90 degrees. You got a little bit of a circle cut under there, so it looks like it continues the arm. The wrists have a little bit of downward movement, but that's more for transformation. Let's see, waist, you get a waist joint, or like more of a mid-ab joint, but functions as a waist joint. The hips on ball joints, so you could go the full spread or full front and back, pretty much a full spread. The knees on a single joint give you about 90 degrees, and the feet, so the front toe, the cow catcher, is on a ball joint, so you get a downward tilt and not so much up, but the whole foot is on a hinge here, so you could get up on that, and then the ball joint will adjust the cow catcher as need be. Then of course the foot can tilt all the way if you want. The back is also on a ball joint, or not a ball joint, swivel, sorry. So that could turn as you need the support. Same on the other side. And now, and Cliffjumper has the exact same. So, let's take a good look here at Cliffjumper. You got like a light gray for the face, beautiful metallic blue for the eyes. A lot of detail in here. This is like a dark gray, almost black paint. A lot of cool details. You got the abs painted. They got gray rivets. All kinds of good paint. And back, fairly clean as well. Alright. Then for Thomas or Steve, you get a red face, blue eyes, some metallic gold picks there, and I love this head sculpt. Definitely unique. Silver, you got some silver highlights there, silver there. All in all, pretty good. Here's what they look like with the original Hot Soldiers Bumblebee. But as you can see, pretty much the same mold. The only real difference, if I bring the shoulder pad out a little bit more, you can see that this whole thing is one piece. Whereas with the new version of the mold, the shoulder pads are on their own armature, as opposed to being part of the full-on shoulder assembly. Size comparison with the new Bumblebee, and as you can see, they are quite a bit taller. And this is the new deluxe Bumblebee. You can see he comes to just about their chest. They look pretty good next to this guy. Or fighting this guy. About what I would expect. Alright guys, some final thoughts. So I think these guys are pretty cool. You get these Steam Age, Industrial Revolution, Train, mini bots. I think they work pretty cool. They are surprisingly bigger than like the modern Bumblebee, but they do fit in with like that deluxe size point. So even if you want Steve Train here to be a part of your modern classics, he'll fit in just fine. I do wish that you had the option, instead of always the Thomas face, that you could have had more of the front boiler type of face like here for Cliffjumper, and just let the Thomas face be an extra option, an additional piece. But as it stands, it's still pretty nice. In robot mode, he's very characterful. I love the new face. I love the color scheme. I think it looks great. Alright guys, thank you for watching the review. If you like what you see, come back for more. I'll touch base on more Transformers, third party, He-Man, G.I. Joe, anything that's cool. Alright? Till next time, be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes. We'll see you in the next.
Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, but helps my channel grow. Be excellent to each other, and party on, dude.